Hi, my name is Lauren Ellerman, and I'm an attorney partner here at Frith and Ellerman in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm a plaintiff's medical malpractice attorney. So what that means is during my day job, I represent individuals who've been harmed because of negligent or sometimes even grossly negligent medical care here in Virginia. We get calls from the general public all the time. And I enjoy speaking to people who call our office, though sometimes it's heartbreaking because people don't call us on good days. People only call us when the worst has happened, when they've lost a loved one because of a preventable trauma or healthcare accident, when a surgery goes wrong and someone loses a job or months of wages, that kind of thing. And just a little bit of advice, here are 5 things that if I were hiring a medical malpractice attorney to represent me, that I would ask to make sure that I've got the best fit. Hiring an attorney is not like going to a restaurant. It's not a 30-minute commitment. It is a much deeper and long-term commitment. And you want to make sure that you've picked somebody who has the level of experience as well as the personality to really meet your needs. So here are the 5 questions that I would encourage any member of the general public to ask a potential attorney in a medical malpractice context. And I hope people ask it of me because I'm proud of the answers. So number 1, what is your level of experience in medical malpractice? Is this the primary area of your practice, or is this something you dabble in? I would not recommend you go to a surgeon who only does, one gallbladder removal a year. I recommend you go to someone who does it every week, because with repetition comes experience, and with experience comes expertise. So when you're hiring a medical malpractice attorney, ask them what percentage of their practice is this kind of case. And if the answer is 60, 70, 80, 90, I'd feel confident with that attorney that they know what they're doing. Question number 2, will they need another attorney to take this case to trial? And the reason that's an important question is sometimes you may hire somebody and they don't have a Virginia license, or they really don't have expertise in that area. And so they normally bring on another law firm to handle the trial. Or maybe they're more of a personal injury lawyer, but they don't really handle this kind of medical malpractice. So always ask, are you enough, or would you need to go get another attorney to help us? We are often brought in by personal injury attorneys across Virginia and in other states to really do the lion's share of the work in medical malpractice cases. And again, I love working with other attorneys. I don't mind being brought in. But as a consumer or a patient or a future client, I'd want to know, is the first lawyer I'm hiring going to do the work, or do they have to go hire someone else? And if the latter, do you get to be part of that decision? Number 3, have you tried jury trials in this area of expertise? You want to make sure that the attorney you're hiring has done this kind of work in front of a jury before. That's important because unfortunately, jury trials are zero fun. By the way, they're not fun for the jury. They're not fun for the judge. They're not fun for the victim. Nobody likes them, but that's what our civil justice system allows for civil accountability. And you want to make sure you have somebody who's comfortable with that process. Number 4, do they know the doctor or the hospital, the practice that you are calling about? And you want to ask that because there's this old wives' tale, this old rumor that you need an out-of-town lawyer to sue the local hospital or sue the local doctors. That might be the case if you're in a small town of less than 100,000 people. But if you're in any major metropolitan area of more than 100 or 200,000 people, the medical malpractice attorneys in your area are probably the best suited to file a case against your local hospital system because they know the insurance issues, they know the personalities, they know the rhythm and the routine. And so hiring someone who has a history with that defendant or that insurance company or that hospital actually gives you a good strategic advantage. And the last thing is, do you have experience in this jurisdiction? Now, jurisdiction is a fun word that we learned probably the first week of law school, and that means this county court system. So I have a few cases in Eastern Virginia and Central Virginia, but 90% of my practice is here in Western Virginia. I know how to get to the courtroom. I know the local practices. I know the judges. I don't get any advantage by knowing the judges, but I at least know what to expect when we file a lawsuit in those courthouses. The only time I will take a case outside of my normal jurisdiction practice is if I know the subject area of the law so well, I feel confident that I can learn the local rules of the court. But ask, have you ever had a case in this county before, this city before? Those are good questions to ask. You don't want to be the one explaining to the lawyer on how to get to the courthouse or where the parking is. So those are 5 things that we recommend You ask any medical malpractice attorney that you are interviewing or discussing your potential case with. Number one, is this the majority of their practice? Number two, will they need another attorney to come in and help, or can they do it by themselves? Number three, have they tried this kind of case before in front of a jury? So I don't think jury results necessarily imply success, but always good to ask that as well. Number four, do you know this doctor, this hospital, this insurance company? And number five, do you have experience in this court? If you have any questions, please give us a call. Thank you. Wish you all the best.